Well, hello everybody and welcome to the CEG tutorial video. In this video is I'm going to be showing you the basics of Sony Vegas Movie Studio. So right now, I just created some video here. This is a video I made for, actually a trailer video. Let's just increase all the video size so you can actually see the timeline here. This is what I did as far as video timeline goes. My watermark, the video itself with the audio, my outro with some pictures here, like my Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, with some embedded sound effects, and there's my text right there too. So we're going to learn how to do that actually in this video. Let's see, let's play it. Okay. It might be a little laggy on your screen, but I don't know if it's well or not, but actually let's decrease it a little bit down more so we can actually really see it. Awesome. Okay. So basically I'm going to show you the basics of creating a new project, and we're going to go over the buttons here practically. So Sony Vegas in a nutshell. Okay, so let's go to File, New. We're going to create a new project. So the template you want to use for creating videos is HDV 720 30p. This is 30 frames per second, if you didn't know what the 30 was. 1280 by 720, 29.970 frames per second. Again, the width and height. The width is 1280, the height 720. Field order is none, progressive scan. Pixel aspect ratio is 1.0 square. Let's see, output rotation is 0 degrees. Frame rate 29. Actually, I keep it at 59.940 double NTSC, which is 60 for almost. It ranges 60 frames per second. This is like high def, so it runs smoother on YouTube. Pixel format, I usually keep it 8-bit, but usually we'll do 30-bit floating point video levels. Full resolution quality, all the way to best. Motion blurred type, Gaussian, I usually keep it that way. Deinterlace method, none. And let's go check the audio. I want it stereo, 44,100 sample rate hertz. Bit depth is 16. Good. I just don't touch the audio settings at all. I just worry about the video settings here. I'm going to press OK. And also bring up a new project. Alright, so next step, we're just going to learn some of the basics of the buttons here on Sony Vegas. So let's start from the top here. Again, this is to create new projects. Basically, click this button. Open, if you have saved projects, you can open them from here if you click this open button. Save. The save button is for, like, you know, if you want to save your project. If you're like editing it or something, you know, if you made a change or something, you want to save it quickly, you can save it. The save as, you can save it like as a project. You can save it as any type of video if you want. Render as, this is a very important button to use. This is basically how you render your videos, or basically formatting the output. Like if you finished your videos in a single format or finished it, you can actually use this little render as button to finish it. Properties, this is where you basically format any properties for the project. Again, there's another button right here, same thing, but this is how you set up, like if you go to new project, it will basically be the same thing. Let's see, you can cut clips, you can copy clips, you can paste clips, undo, redo buttons. Enable snapping. That's if you want to like snap, like such as like if you want to click and drag like a media file, you can snap it, like basically snap it together. Such as like take two clips and then just put them together. Basically, is what it means. Crossfades. I like these. If you want to click and drag a clip or an audio clip, you can, like say a video clip, you can put them together and cross them, and basically it can the first clip will fade out and the other one will the second clip will fade in all together at the same time, which is pretty cool about the crossfades. Auto ripple. I never used this before, but you don't have to use it. This is basically, again, if you want to ripple a clip if you want, but again, I don't use it at all. Let's see if, alright, well, I don't really use them anyways. This is lock envelopes to events. I use this for like video envelopes, audio envelopes, for like, you know, increasing or decreasing opacity, or increasing audio or decreasing audio. Basically, you can use this. Let's see, ignore event. I don't use this at all. Normal edit tool, yes, I definitely use this. Envelope edit tool, don't use it at all, and the rest of the buttons I don't use. Selection edit tool, zoom, interlace tutorials. Yeah, again, interactive tutorials, you can use this. If you're stuck on something, you can always look at this little button to show you some tutorials. What's this? Again, you can also use this to click and drag over a certain button, and you know, it'll give you a description on what the button does. Alright, so we covered the basic standard toolbar. Now we're going to go over some of the tabs here in Sony Vegas here. So we'll go over the first one, which is Project Media. This is to remove all unused media from project. Any of the projects that were not used, or any of the media that was imported here in the timeline. And if you never use anything at all, well, actually, you never used anything in this project media folder, you could just remove these. Click it simple, click a button. You can import the media. This is another important button to use. Again, you can import sound clips, video clips, all that stuff. You can click this button here. You can capture video from your laptop. You can get photos from like a scanner. You can extract audio from a CD, which is kind of cool. If you want to insert your own like soundtrack or something, you can extract it. Get media from the web, another good tool if you want to use it. Remove selected media from project. Media properties, media effects. That's if you want to add like any video effects or sound effects. You can use these settings here. You can, you know, start and stop previews. You can auto preview clips. Here you can change your view from within the project media folder. You can search media bins for any media content that you might have lost. You can search for it from here. And again, these are all the media bins. Oops. Yeah, I don't want to use the scanner because I don't have one. So basically, you can create folders. You can search a bin. You can basically you can make a new folder in here if you wish. If you want to create some new bins here. Alright, so since we've done that, the next tab is the video effects. These are cool. These are all the effects you can put in your videos. If you import a media file, you can click and drag any media effects in here, which is pretty cool. They're all here. Explorer. Again, this is basically like a Windows thing. You can always check your files from your desktop or whatever you save your content. So Explorer, and they all have the same, like open, refresh, music ID. You can create music ID for certain clips. CD info, and get media from the web. Transitions, these are cool. These are for like, you know, videos. If you want to like do a transition from another clip to another, like such as montages. These are used most often for montages. You can use these for intros. You can use these for like special effects and text and whatnot. Media generators, I use these for like, you know, mostly I use the text tool. You can use other stuff in here if you wish, but I only use like, again, the text tool in here. Uh-oh, not responding. No, please. Come on, come on. Sorry, my computer is a little slow when it comes to trying to recognize it. Again, the prototype tilter it's got some lagability issues. Ah, there we go. Alright, so, and this is the text tool. I like to use a lot of this stuff, so, you know, let me click and drag folder here. Okay. So, that's the panel here, most of the tabs panel. Right over here is your video preview window, and this is, I'm going to show you some of the buttons here on the top. If you click on the project properties button, this is what we did the first time when we created a new project. If you click on that button, you can give you a bunch of settings you can change later on if you need to. Also, here's a button here that is pretty important. If you click on this button and you import a video file, if you click on this folder, so pretty much this is the downloads folder. If you want to change like a certain video, you can like change, like such as if you click on this video, you click open, you can actually customize the whole settings for a frame rate. Everything will change within here, which is pretty cool. But we're not going to do anything like that, so I'm just going to switch the settings again here. Keep everything the same, yada yada yada. Yep. So we're going to click apply, click OK, and that's it. Here is the video preview on external monitor. This is for creating, such as if you want to create a certain like clip. Basically, if you want to view it in another monitor, like if you have a dual monitor or something, you can actually click on this. Or if you have a TV that has a, you know, an analog like view thing for your laptop, if you want to put it to your LCD monitor, you can use this. These for the, again, video output effects. Now we'll explain later. Here's the split screen view. You can use a clipboard. I just keep it the way it is. You can actually customize your viewing of the video from here. You can draft. You can look at the draft view of the video, preview of the video, good view, or best view. But I usually just put it on good and automatic. Overlays, I don't touch this at all, but you can more than likely use any of these if you want to. Well, I don't touch these at all, but I don't think it's recommended to use. Here is copy snapshot to clipboard. Basically, if you take a, like in a video, you want to take a snapshot of it and upload it to YouTube, you can use a snapshot of that clip to put on YouTube, which is pretty cool. And save snapshot to file. You can save the snapshot and upload it later for the whole clip, so it's pretty cool. And this is the preview monitor, and then down here will display the settings of what the monitor will display. And down here is pretty important. This is the timeline in which you will be editing your clips and all that. Here's the timeline, the time clock here. Here's the rate. Don't touch this at all. I never touch this at all. So we'll ignore that. Here is the record button. If you want to record your voices with your own PC mic, you can record any documentary or maybe commentary on your games and whatnot. Here's a loop playback. You can always loop your videos if you need to, you know, loop a playback or something. You could, but we'll do all these buttons when we're done here. Play from start. You can go back and start from position. You can play a video. You can pause. Basically the same thing. Go to the start. Go to the end. Pretty much. And right here will show you, and the bottom right will show you like the time clock and where position will be, like selection and then selection length. Basically highlighting a certain area. So pretty much that's about it. That's all you need to know about Sony Vegas. So we're going to import a video file, and we're going to learn some basics on how to edit some stuff here. We're going to go back to our desktop here. We're going to go to our CEG file. We're going to go to, I don't know, we'll go to like, I'll pick a random like video that I seem to want to use. Here we go. It's my New England Storm Chasers video. Click and drag that down here. Basically what I did was I just imported the media. I just found the video file, which was this one. Just highlight that, press open. It will open in your project media folder here, and you just click and drag it and put it into the timeline. So this first track is the video timeline, or the video track, and this is the audio track running underneath it. And basically it's grouped together, so it doesn't matter where you drag it, it always will stay together. So this will be my video. I created this video actually. Hold on, well, let me play it for you. It might be a little laggy. Hold on, let me check. Let me do the preview automatic, and we'll preview it. And that's basically my I actually did this tornado in After Effects. It's pretty cool. This actually in the background is actually there was a thunderstorm that just came through. I think it was like just in Lincoln, New Hampshire. This was captured. There was a supercell storm that passed right through Conway. It was a big storm, and right through here was a some uplifts in the clouds. So it was a pretty intense storm, and right behind it was some Armadas on it. So this definitely produced a lot of hail. And yeah, that tornado's fake, as you know. So we're gonna learn some buttons here. Let's put some video effects on it. Let's see, we can put like a brightness and contrast on it. We can make it brighter. As you can see, it makes it brighter. I'll just like go through it here. This will open up a video effects box, and it'll give you like different commands you can use, like sliders. You can make it brighter. You can make it, you know, make it brighter, make it not, make it a little bit darker, make it even. But I don't use it at all, so I just close it out. Let's see. We can make it broadcast colors. Make a spotlight on it. Kind of cool. But I don't use it at all. I wouldn't probably use it for this video, but pretty cool. If you want to put a spotlight on the tornado, you could. If you want to put a spotlight like over here, to dim. I don't know. Looks pretty cool in a way. So that's pretty the basic gist of, you know, adding effects, and you can just always, if you want to like get rid of it and you just close out that little video, you can always go to the event button in the video right here, click on this, and then just click this X, remove selected plugin, and it will automatically remove it for you. So that's basically the gist of the video effects. You can just click and drag it and put it into the video, as simple as that. You can put, I don't know, probably a color bounce, a color keyer. I think there was a night vision. There was a night vision thing somewhere. There was like a night vision audio, like a little special effect, but I could probably just do it later. But you know, I wonder if they had a night one, Night of the Twisters. Good old Night of the Twisters effect. Pretty cool. Awesome. Well, I don't need to use it. So, click that out. So basically that's video effects in a nutshell. You can use Explorer to locate your files, but we're not going to locate any files. Transitions though, this is pretty cool. Let's try a cross effect. I don't know. Let's try a cross zoom. Put it in the timeline here, and let's play it. See what it looks like. Pretty much, the only time you can use like a crossfade like that is if you like have a different like text formatted, like another like media generator right in front of it in order the thing to work. So we're gonna put, I'm just gonna put some random text in the beginning. We're just gonna put like CEG crossfade or something like that. We'll put it right there, and oh, that's way too much. Let's click, yeah, let's drag this. Oh yes, you can also like click and drag. This is what I meant by the crossfade, is that you can actually click and drag the whole video clip, so it has like, let me zoom in here. Oh yeah, these are the zoom buttons down the bottom right. You can actually zoom in on the timeline, zoom out for these, zoom out, and then zoom in. so you can actually get a better view of what it looks like. So this is like the crossfade. This CEG text will crossfade in, or actually crossfade out, and this video will crossfade in. So, alright, let's zoom out again, and let's play it, see what it looks like. As you can see, the text crossfaded into the little video, which is pretty cool. Alright, so now we're gonna try some transitions. We're gonna do a cross zoom AB. Let's try that. We'll put it in right in the beginning of the video, and we're gonna press play. Pretty cool, huh? So let's look at that again. Pretty cool stuff, I have to admit. So, alright, now let's try one more effect transition. Let's try, I don't know, let's try a spiral, since it's, there's gotta be some spiral, or, let's see, actually there's a good confetti button. We're blowing. Oh yeah, let's try a little blow away the confetti, using the confetti here. Let's actually unreplace the transition here, and I want to blow it from right to left. Right to left. Here we go. Blow west. Here we go. Put it in the beginning, and we're gonna flutter. Put a lot of power into it. Shading and columns, we'll just keep it separate, and we'll just exit that out, and we'll press play and see what happens. Pretty cool, I would say. I wish I had a fast computer, but I don't have one. So basically this will be the crossfade from blow to west. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, let's undo this transition, if we can. Yes. Here we go. So basically that's adding text and adding transitions and video effects to the video itself. And media generators, you can put like checkerboards, you can put anything all you want in here. You can also use prototype text to center your text or whatnot. They also have like solid colors you can use in your videos. Test patterns, these are for you know, if you want to put like a random video like sound, like those tests when they do when they're like off the air, you can put the bars there, the video bars. Let's see, you can put text in there as usual. There's also a credit roll. Here we go. I tend to use these a lot. See, they're like plugins that are already done for you, and you can use these for, you know, your credits. I use these all the time, so pretty cool stuff. But we're not gonna actually we'll put some text in here. Let's put some credits in here. All right, so the video media generator just popped up. So this is basically adding credits. We're gonna change the title text to I don't know, like CrossEyedGamer, and then we're gonna put start on text. We're gonna put I don't know, gaming video credits. Gaming video credits. And we're gonna put I don't know, director. Double click on that. Cross-eyed Arty. Whatever is good. And that should be it. Just exit it out. And what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna crossfade it in. Let's probably crossfade it in. This will automatically give the credits. Pretty cool stuff. Awesome. That's credits for you. So let's also learn some of the tools here in this little timeline. Actually, let's give a little. All right, so basically the timeline, they actually have like motion blurs, they have track motions. This is where you can edit your track effects. You can click here. It's basically the video effects, same thing. You can do the same thing here. Automation settings, you could. You can mute a track if you have audio, or you can just basically cut out the video when you play it. So if you play it, where's the video? Oh, it's not there. So basically, you can hide the video or just keep the text solo again. And again, I don't use any of this stuff except for the mute button, but that's about it. And the track motion. These are the only two buttons I use. And for audio, I use this, this, and this. And I usually decrease the volume or pan if I need to. I just keep the pan at center and just decrease the volume decibels if it's you need to increase or decrease at a certain moment, but I don't technically use it at all. So videos, I believe this is the opacity tool. Nice. So this little box right here is actually, if you ever seen like switchboards, they have the little scroll, like the leveler of the button, the level button. You can use the same thing here, and this changes the actual opacity of the video. Pretty cool. And this is the same thing as the volume. You can decrease the volume or increase the volume. So here we can actually, let's try actually inserting envelopes. Now I like to insert envelopes for only audio, but you can also use it for videos too. So we're going to insert and remove envelope. We're going to go to here and we're going to insert volume envelope. Now if you insert envelopes like this, there's a blue line that comes up. This is your volume level. Is what, see, here's the 0. So this is the volume level. It's gonna, so it's basically the same thing as this when you click and drag the little leveler to decrease the decibels or increase the decibels. You can do the same thing here in this little volume envelope here. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click 2 points. Basically this will be the starter point and this will be the ender point. And we can actually increase the volume all the way up 5.5 decibels, or you can decrease the volume, you can center it, or maybe you want to add a little you can actually add 2 more points and you can click and drag it down, so you can decrease the volume, level it, and then increase it at the end. You can do it either way. So that's a great way to increase and decrease volumes, but we're not gonna actually do this right now. But alrighty then, we're gonna remove volume envelope because we don't need to use it, and we can do the same thing for video. Let's see, composite level. I think it's composite level. I'm not sure. You can actually, again, increasing, decreasing opacities. You can also do the same thing here. But again, we're not going to use any of this stuff yet. But I'll show you in an advanced video how to do some other stuff. And the last but not least thing, oh, actually 2 more things. One, you can actually use, see this little yellow arrow here? You can click and drag it. Click and drag it, you actually select certain clips in a track. Basically, if you want to edit that certain section of the clip, you can do that. Such as if you want to, you can highlight a certain section here, you can right click and you can cut it and paste it somewhere in, a certain video. Basically, you can do the same thing with copy and pasting it. You can delete the clip if you don't want it. Same with the audio. You can select, you can mute this, click and drag this, and just cut it. But this will come up, if you mute it, it will actually come up as not coming up and showing up. So we're gonna undo cut and vent. We're gonna unclick this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually remove the groupings of it. But So if you want to remove the groups of the clips, you can actually right click and you can actually go down where it says group, remove from. And watch, watch if you click here, you can actually drag the audio clip away from it. And if you can like click it out of the area of all the videos, and you can just highlight a certain section and cut and paste any audio you don't want. But we're gonna do that again. So edit, undo move event, undo remove from group, and so that's a basic gist of it, of using the loop. This is called the loop command. If you click and drag a certain section in this video. So pretty cool stuff. I like to use this loop command a lot for cutting my clips, stuff like that. But that's the basics of that. So last but not least, I think we're going to learn 2 different rendering techniques in rendering your videos. You can click the render as button up here, and this window will come up here. Basically, you can save as type. You can save it in, well, I'll just save it to my desktop here. We can save like any type of file you wish. You can save like MP4 files. These are the 3 recommended files to save for videos for YouTube. .mp4, which is main concept, AVC, ACC. I use this a lot. Sony AVC, which is the same thing, .mp4. You can use MPEG-2, which is another format you can use. And you can use the WMV file, which I highly recommend to use all those 3. You can use .mov. You can also use .avi. So you can use .wmv, .avi, .mov, .mpeg, and .mp4. So I usually keep on Sony AVC. As you can see, I already have a template. You can create your templates for creating file types. So when you're rendering out a video clip, you can customize it. So we click the custom button. It will bring up some video settings here. This is my template I saved as. Basically, my video is basically AVC, high definition 1280 by 720. Baseline, profiles baseline. Entropy coding is CAVLC. Frame rate is 59.994 frames per second. Allows source to adjust frame rate. Check that. Field order is non-progressive scan. Bit rate is 10 million bits per second. So that's basically my video tab. And make sure the include video is checked. Audio, include audio is checked. Audio format is AEC. Sample rate is 48,000 hertz. Bit rate is 128,000 bits per second. Audio coding mode is stereo. System is MP4 file format. And the project is video running quality is best. And once you customize all of these settings, you just name your template and then just click the save button, and then it will save it for you. And once it saves, it will automatically save as that. So I usually keep save project markers in media file and stretch video to fill out output frame size. So do not letterbox at all. So I checked those, and that's about it. And just save your file. So we're gonna probably save it as I don't know, just random. Random. Once you click save, I don't know why I just did that, but I'll do it again. Let's do random. We're going to click save again, and then it'll start running up my file. And you can see once it starts rendering, it will start going up there by the percentage, how long it will take. So it will probably take me about almost 3.5 minutes, or about 3 minutes to render the whole box, the whole video here. So we're not going to render this out. So actually we could, but yeah, I'll cancel it. I'm gonna show you one more technique to render videos. Alright, so we're gonna highlight a certain section here. If you want to just highlight text, we're gonna press the R command, and we're gonna type in text and press enter. So these are called render regions. These are pretty cool to use. Basically, what we're gonna do for a render region is you can actually render separate clips in a different different render videos in a different project. So basically you can render separate clips while working on the same project in the same project folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to click and drag to the next clip. We're going to click and drag again. We're going to press R, and we're going to clip that as NESC. And we're going to do the same thing to the other video. So we're going to do this, and we're going to click and make sure the whole thing is just selected from start to end. We're going to press R. We're going to put credits. Press enter. And these are different render regions. And now we're going to go to Tools. And we're going to go down to Scripting. And we're going to go under Batch Render. Click that. I'm just going to wait till this loads. Batch Render. I'm just going to wait until it loads up. It might take a little bit to process here. Come on, Batch Render. Here we go. So, and you can click, here comes a batch render window. Basically, you can save it anywhere you want. So we're going to click the Browse button. We'll just go to Desktop. I'll just save these videos to my desktop for now. Usually, I would keep the Sony AVC, and I'll click on the template I created, which is this one. And we're going to render regions. So basically what I done was I located where I want to render my files, my videos. I'll just put in my desktop. Sony AVC is the one I want that I created my template for, which is Alan Wake. I checked that off, and I don't need to touch anything else. And then at the bottom here, we're going to click Render Regions, because that's the regions we highlighted and selected. We're going to press OK, and it's going to render our regions. And we're going to click we're going to actually let this one render out all the videos here. So, and basically what this means is actually the first 0, where it says Alan Wake 0, is actually saying this text file is actually the 0 clip of basically a file. So basically this will mean 0, and then for some amount of reason, oh boy, hope doesn't affect my thing. I'm sorry guys, I just had an error. Again, I'm not supposed, I had like different like things rendering at once, so I apologize. So we're gonna, so basically that's the techniques of basically how to render different clips and whatnot. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, I have Windows Vista guys, I apologize. But so basically this is basically Sony Vegas Movie Studio in a nutshell. If you guys have any questions or concerns about tutorial videos, please hit me up. This is CrossEyed Arty here. Visit us at CrossEyedGamer.com for more videos and tutorials like this. And I'll catch you later.